So, I booked in for a track day at Silverstone, and whilst I was going through their terms and conditions and what to know, I realised that you can't actually have any suction cups or temporary mounts for cameras and whatnot. So I've had a bit of a dilemma. In the M2, they're bucket seats. So originally I thought I'd just put some on the headrests, but I haven't been able to figure out a way to do that. But I do have the headrests in the back. So, trip down to B&Q. I've bought 2 of these. One's already in there, I put it in. It's basically a metal bar and it's got drilled holes through. So I've got a bunch of these and a few of these. So what I should be able to do is put one on one side of the headrests, some styrofoam to cover the headrest posts, and then the other one like that. And then I can just bolt them together and then put the camera in the middle, so it'd be straight down the middle of the car. So let's give this a go. With Silverstone, they don't allow temporary fixings. It all has to be mechanical. So this was my thought process. As you can see, there's my last trip to B&Q. Bolts weren't quite big enough. So I've already put these little styrofoam bits on and put that post in around the back. We'll start off by getting this one sorted. So I want to go as close to the head post as possible. The closer I can get it, the more secure it will be. And hopefully the track marshals won't have an issue with it, because it is mechanically fixed. So they'll go through like so. Then it's just a case of matching them up with there. So that is on the 3rd. It's quite difficult doing this on your own. I just hold that in place and just temporarily screw that one in like so. And then likewise with this one. It's just a case of matching them all up. This is going to be a bit of a pain. And then that one in on there. So now we've got the posts in place and sort of temporarily screwed in. That is basically what it will look like. So if I just sort of tighten these ones up, there is no way that could not be considered a mechanical fixing. And what I'll probably do is just, with some of the remaining styrofoam that I've got, put caps on the end here and here. Now just push them in, push that one in, slightly more visibility, and then that's in place. And then it saves getting out the car and back in again. Will these ones fit through there? No, I'll probably do want a couple more of those bolts just to hold those together and give it a bit of support. So we'll just hop out a second. Come back round to my workshop. So this was the original clamp that I ordered when I first read about it having to be mechanical, and I thought that I could just clip that onto there, but unfortunately not. So this is where this whole idea really came from. A couple more of these. May as well use the whole packet, no harm in it. And 4 of those. Hop back in here again. It's nice and hot in here because it's a nice sunny day in the UK. I mean, no complaints. And what I can probably do is put another one through there. Make sure they're nice and tight. OCD brain is just make sure they're all flush. And then same again on this side. The holes. And there you have it, there's that one. And of course I left the mount outside, didn't I? Grab that one. And that should, and what I'll do is, with that being like there, I can then put the, screw that in and then tilt the GoPro up, and then that looks directly down through there. That's not coming off in the event of worst case scenario, a crash. That's pretty sturdy. Let's make sure they're nice and tight. That bar is not going anywhere. Now we'll just get some of these bits that we got left over, and we'll just cap it off. So, gosh, almost like I thought this one through. That one can just sit over the top of there. Just cut this one down to size. And what I think I'll do is I'll probably either put a hole through there, or actually just do that. Trim it down a bit more. Now I just need a little end cap for these ones. So there you have it. There's a mounting system for a BMW M2. Grand total cost of something like £20 or £25. You take it on and off, pretty safe. That's not going anywhere. Obviously I'm shaking it there, but there'll be very little movement when the car's going.